YouTube, we love y'all. Y'all are the greatest. I'm telling y'all, man.
Cracking.
We ain't fuck with Facebook like that.
What's up? Damn, that's crazy. I know our shit ain't gonna get no type of play now, Peanut. Thanks. Facebook just probably blocked us. A lot of people end up in Facebook jail. Yeah. All right, y'all. Commercial. Yeah. Every time I come in the press room, you're in the press room. Working on our Stars Hot-Tronic heat press. Using all the vinyl. Making all the picture tees. I like vinyl.
I'm about to just load these boxes up on that shoulder.
Man, you gotta be a crazy little brother to get fired on your day off. What you get caught stealing boxes for?
Man, I didn't get caught stealing no boxes. He said he caught me though.
We get our rent paid.
Why don't you go in there and ask the girls real fast to see if they help us pay our rent?
That don't sound like a bad plan at all.
What's up, Pops?
What's up, Smokey?
I'm trying to set up a meeting with the girls, man.
Okay.
Y'all wanna help me and Craig pay our rent?
Craig still owe me money from the last time he got me. He gotta learn a lesson. He shouldn't be stealing. Go ask him to tell that girl from last night to give him some money.
What they say? They said it's slow for real.
I'm about to just ask Pops when we get our job that night.
Of course you can.
Yeah!
Yeah. Y'all actually won an award, the Boss Mag 2009 Ohio Hip Hop Award. Y'all won for that media outlet thing.
Man, I don't even know.
Like y'all won. He didn't even know he won.
What'd you say? Who was it?
You won the Boss Magazine 2009 Ohio Hip Hop Award. Congratulations.
That's legendary.
That's
legendary.
Bro.
Yo, what's good? It's your boy Peanut, aka Dash Resource. I got my man Stack and Smith.
What's going on? What's up, everybody? Like and subscribe, ring the bell notification. Go to our YouTube channel, man. Go to our YouTube channel, ring the bell notification so you can get alerted every time we drop new hot content, man. Today we had Whitney L. Barkley on the show. She did a great job, man. She came through, and we have so many different cool type interviews, you guys. We are expanding, man. It's the Legendary People podcast, but people are legends for different reasons, and some people are still blazing their trail, which will be legendary, but we catching them on their way up. So, you know, once they be finished doing everything they're going to do, they're going to come back through and chop it up with us, man. We want to acknowledge all of our sponsors. Go to Shiekhs for breakfast. They got the best breakfast in the city by far, man. Yes. Shiekhs for breakfast. Agnes All Natural Grill for lunch. I called North today. By the way, listen, man. Agnes All Natural Grill is closed at 4 o'clock for right now. So you guys want to make sure that you are getting down there for lunch. If you pull up on Agnes All Natural Grill and they close after 5, it's not like they're not an open business. They just closing at 4. So make sure you get down there and check out Agnes All Natural Grill. They got the best lunch in the city. Yeah. Occasionally you might get into a car accident on purpose. Lil Leah that works here, somebody hit her in the back.
Lil Leah?
Yes.
I love Lil Leah.
Saturday, bro. I told her, goddamn, get a neck brace in the back of your car, put it on immediately. Go to the hospital and then call attorney Michael Wright at 937-222-7477. Make the right choice.
10 racks to fix your back. 10 racks to fix your back.
And it's true. It's true. I heard it's an automatic 5 bands if you get into a car accident, but you got to take the right steps. Go to the hospital. But going to the hospital now with COVID, oh my God. You might not come back. You fucking went up. You playing around with, like you got hurt in a car accident and catch.
Come on, Smith.
I know, man. I mean, this is a serious thing, so I don't want to. I'm getting out of this.
He gonna get his cancer.
I am. So when you want to get lit a little bit, get some Kiara Wine, man. Yes, Kiara Wine, man. Go check out my bro Antoine Cunningham. This weekend I drunk a whole bottle of Kiara Wine, bro, in one sitting. A whole bottle. Yeah. I did. It's back.
Yeah. He brought it in here after the video shoot. Said, man, you know what? You and Smith enjoy this on the podcast. I come back and it was gone.
10 racks to fix your back. 10 racks to fix your back. All right. Listen, theshoparea.com, bro. Theshoparea.com. They like the baby Amazon, man. Just go to theshoparea.com. If you wasn't go to the Amazon, go to shoparea.com. Delivery is always free from the store to your door in 4 business days. shoparea.com.
Yeah.
We are T-Shirt Kings 247.com. Gold for your mouth.
Yeah.
And Camera King Studios. My bro is Dash Resource. He teach you how to get a big old bag from selling stocks, not dope. So every Sunday he got a show called Sell Stocks, Not Dope on the Dash Resource YouTube channel. Make sure that you tap in. He got a free book on Amazon, okay, that you can go, and then he gonna teach you all kind of tips and tricks in order for you to get more and more money. We got producer Des in the building.
Hey.
We got a special guest tonight, man.
Hey.
Definitely somebody that you guys want to tap into. So without further ado, Peanut Johnson, over to you,
Bro, you didn't even mess up, man. Hey, Smith.
I did.
Oh, you did? Oh, man. I didn't even know this, man.
Yeah.
I didn't even know. Man, bro, you bodied it, man.
Man, thank you, King.
So, you know what I'm saying? On the free book, make sure you guys head over to Amazon, or you can type in Dash Resource anywhere. You can actually find my book for free. It's 5 easy steps that'll get you started. It's designed strictly for beginners, like literally from download to day trader, get you there. But man, we ain't here to talk about me, right? You know what I'm saying? We here to celebrate legends and legendary stories, people that have already blazed trails, as my man Smith already said. This guest right here is no other than that. I'm telling you, it's gonna blow your mind. I'm telling you this when you hear how many different hustles this woman has, right?
Yeah.
So without further ado, we got Shawntae Richardson. How are you?
Hello, how you doing?
What's
All
up,
right.
Tay?
What's up with it?
All right.
You look amazing. You look
Thank
amazing.
you.
Look amazing.
Yes.
So here on the Legendary People podcast, we like to celebrate our legends by finding out the origins. Without further ado, where'd you grow up?
Right here, Gem City,
Gem
Dayton,
City.
Ohio. Yes, sir.
Where about?
Well, they call it Uptown. I guess,
Uptown.
area.
Uptown.
Uptown.
Ralph
I guess
Fo.
that's what they call it, yeah, something like that.
Yes. Let's go.
Ralph Fo produced a lot of hustlers. Like, you know what I mean? Okay, it makes sense now, right?
For sure.
So, like, what was your early childhood like growing up? Like, was it like that area for you?
But I really had a good childhood. Grew up, parents loved the hell out of me. But, I got into some trouble when I was younger, and so I had to do a couple years in the dink.
Whoa. We ain't made it there
You'll never
yet.
know that.
Wait, we starting at like elementary age.
Oh, elementary.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was good.
Okay.
I was cool. Yes.
For sure. So so you had your mom and dad at the home. Did you have
Yes,
siblings?
my mom, dad's married. Yes, sir. And had a little sister. So they always instilled working in me because they really didn't believe in buying like fancy name brand things. They said if you want that expensive stuff, you got to work for it.
For sure.
So I got tired of getting teased in school. So I just. But yeah, pretty much though. Like I've been working since like 10 years old.
Oh, your dad was in the military?
Yes, he was a
Marine.
He was Marine, yes, sir. Yes, he served in the military, retired from it. He lived by the Marines, so he was kind of strict on me, but
So I'm about to ask you. So like, was he like really, really strict to the point where you wanted to rebel, or kind of like?
Well, as a child, I thought they were being overprotective, but now that I grew up and I'm an actual mother, I understand that it was just all love because this world is crazy. So, yeah. Right. I mean, some things you would think was strict, but it was just all love. So I did rebel a lot.
Tay, what school did you go to? We talking elementary.
Elementary, I went to Carlson.
Carlson,
yeah,
okay.
They shut that down.
Where is Carlson at?
Where
was it at?
Gettysburg and Germantown.
Oh, Gettysburg and Germantown.
It's a big field right there now, like right behind Shell's gas station where
Right.
McDonald's used to be up there.
Right, I know exactly what you're talking
Yep,
about.
it's
Yeah,
right there. Yep.
Okay.
So like, what kind of student were you?
Are you talking about elementary?
Yeah.
Elementary, I was good. I was honor roll. I really didn't start being kind of crazy till I got older.
What kind of things did like you find like interest in school, like early on?
I love science. Like I think I was the only one that loved science and stuff, and like to know how things work, and math. Got to know how to count money and stuff. So I'm good with numbers, and I'm good at like experiments and putting stuff together.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Who are some of your early childhood friends? And Smith said that like you got to give it like a shout out, like you call it, like the radio station. So
Okay.
So like, who was some of your early childhood friends? You got to do like a shout out.
Well, the people that was my friends then are still my friends now.
Okay.
Give them a shout out. Like
pretty
the radio.
good.
Okay, well, my girl Marcella Moncrief, that's my boo.
Marcella, what's up,
Yeah,
Marcella?
she do her thing. Yeah, that's my babe.
She's a legend herself.
Yeah, she is definitely. I'm friends with. I mean, I've got a lot of acquaintances when it comes to friends. You know. I don't know.
But like in the early side, like just Marcella, like on
Who
like,
was some of the popular people at Carlson? When you went, do you remember any of them? No. Carlos Knox. I don't remember. My brother Los Knox.
She's like, I was the famous person back then. What
Right.
you mean? Ain't nobody else.
Exactly.
Right. So what other things did you do besides that? So like did you do anything like extracurricular at that time, or you?
Well, not in elementary per se, but when I got in middle school, I was on the volleyball team.
Okay.
Yeah, varsity volleyball. So.
Let's go.
A whack a ball or two.
So
That nigga
I was not expecting you to say
I know.
that.
See, it's y'all fault for giving me this stuff.
I know. Shout out to Kiara Wine. Shout out to Kiara Wine. Wink, wink, right? Wink. So, like, what middle school did you go to?
A Fairview.
Fairview.
Yeah.
Fairview.
Fairview.
So, like, what was that like? You know what I'm saying? Like going from Carlson to going to Fairview. Was it the same friends that were there? Or
No, I actually like met a whole group of people. You know, each school you go to, you just meet different people. But it was fun. I was kind of shy though in school. Like I really was like I stayed to myself. I really wasn't like.
You was quiet?
I wouldn't consider myself one of the popular kids. I just stayed in my zone. I really didn't do much in school.
right?
Did play volleyball though.
Well, yeah, I did that.
Who was your coach?
Oh, you asked me too fast. God, I do not remember that man's name. That's sad.
Yeah. What did you guys have a good team?
Yeah, we were good. What was our coach's name? Oh man, I want to call Marcella and ask her. I know she know.
Man, why we
I
are
know
put in
his
the comment
face, but I
section,
forgot
like
his name. So much has happened since then.
why we on
Hayes,
the
Coach Hayes.
Coach
That was
Hayes.
his name.
Coach Hayes?
Yes, Hayes. Yes.
While we on the subject of coaching, man, I just want to take 1 second, man, and give a shout out to man Coach Rich Kidd
Yes, man.
over at CJ. Man, he was a really, really cool bro. Man, he helped me out a few times with my gym at Bellhaven. He worked for DPS, and he did a lot of good stuff, man. And I think he passed away. I don't know if it was today or yesterday, but man, I just want to just show some love to his family and friends, man, and tell everybody like he's in our hearts and minds. And man, much love to you, Coach. For sure. All right, you know what I mean? I know I interjected that kind of quick, but
It's all good.
did want to do that.
So, what's one of like your fondest memories of like growing up? Like the very first memory that pops in your head, like a good story.
I don't know. I love the nature. Like my daddy always used to take me camping and fishing. So like being outdoors is like therapy to me. So I guess like one of my best memories was just going fishing with my dad all the time. Like we would be on the lake for like days.
Really?
Yeah, he is a really true fisherman. So like I mean those are one of my greatest memories, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So like growing up in that area, you know what I'm saying, like you having, you know what I'm saying, like a good family structure, mom and dad there, and you know what I'm saying, like they're well to do. But I'm pretty sure like some of your friends weren't. Did you see like a difference in how you were being raised compared to how your friends were during that time?
Yeah, definitely. I wouldn't say nothing terrible, but you could tell, like, you know, having two parents is definitely good in the home. But, like, single moms and parents do it too. But I really didn't, like, my friends in the company that I kept really didn't get into trouble. It's weird because you would think I would be the good one and they would be the bad ones. But it was like, it was opposite. I don't know. But, I don't know. Most of my friends had good structure, family like me, so...
Well, that's good. So, what is one person or one moment that, from that point, from, you know, elementary school to middle school, that you really think benefited you to who you are today? Like, one of the things that turned you into a hustler, one of the things that kind of got you acclimated into who you are today?
Might sound crazy, but I think it was like from being bullied and talked about in school. Like I got tired of it. Like my parents, they did the best they can, even though that they were married. You know, they still had their struggles and stuff. You know, things weren't always peaches and cream. But so, you know, sometimes I was in school with nothing, like, I don't know. And I used to get teased a lot.
What would they teach you about?
my parents, my clothes, things that I wore, my shoes. You know, kids are so cruel. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just say whatever for real. But I don't know. I guess I got tired of it. Like, you know what? I'm just gonna get out here and do what I gotta do so I can look right. so people can start talking about me. I don't know. I think that was kind of like one of the main things that got me just going hard.
Is this in middle school, or this is earlier than that?
I say like 6th grade to like middle school, and then like when I was lit when I got to high school. But after that, like before that, it was kind of like, I don't know. I guess I went through the ugly duckling stage and got teased and stuff, and so.
So did any things ever turn into a point where you fought people or anything like that during school?
Yeah, I got into a couple fights. Yes.
So we gotta draw parallels here. Are you familiar with what happened at opponents recently?
Yes, with the teacher, they beat up the teacher or something.
Yeah. How do you feel about that?
It's horrible. I feel like it's horrible. I really do. But like at Dunbar, we had the same thing happen.
Really?
We had a riot at Dunbar.
Well, tell them about the day about you having a riot at Dunbar.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys remember the young man that passed away named Jamed Smith a while ago.
That sounds familiar.
But yeah, everybody was really emotional behind that, because he went to Dunbar with us. So like the next day, it was just like, I don't know, people was just on one.
On edge.
Yeah, so it was like 8 fights that day. People were hitting the teachers, and yeah, our assistant principal got trampled that day too. So
what?
Yeah, so it's kind of like a rerun of what happened at Opponents. It was kind of crazy. The police came up there and was tasing students. Yeah, it was bad.
Wow.
If you was the principal, would you go back to that school?
You said what now?
If you was the principal, would you return to work there?
If I was the principal, I would have been knocking them kids out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because their kids are disrespectful. Yeah, so, yep. I probably would have. If they would have put their hands on me, like.
I mean, you got the right to defend yourself. I mean, as a principal, as anybody, man, you can't just, let somebody beat you to death, man. You never know what could happen once somebody because once they lose their mind enough to start hitting a principal, you don't know how far they'll take it.
Yeah.
But the thing that I seen that was kind of disturbing to me about it all was just all the people spectating and putting their cameras up on the fight. You know what I'm saying? It should have been like damn near break it up, but you never know, man. You don't know what makes. I'm telling you, man. The line for what's right and wrong gets blurred more and more and more and more. I want to hear an opposing argument to the situation. Like, I want to hear from the kid's point of view, so to speak. Because
what would be a valid argument that you would accept? Like, what if the teacher said something, or I'm just clearly just giving some pushback.
Yeah.
What if the teacher was the one that kind of led to this happening? Such as, what if 2 students were fighting, she went to go break it up, and she was more forceful with one child compared to the other one?
Right. Is that a reason for the kid?
I'm not sure. I'm just speculating. But what if she noticeably grabbed your child to the point where she left bruises on your child? Would you be okay with that the day after?
Would I be okay with the child? Would I be okay with the child?
If your child got to a fight in school and the teacher went to grab your son or daughter and left noticeable bruises on your child,
right? I don't know if we could actually blame the teacher for the bruises on the child because they was just fighting somebody else, and the child shouldn't be fighting in school anyway in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Just being real, like. It happens all the time, and a lot of times parents do want to figure out if their child was in the right, just defending themselves, or if they was the one that provoked it. But you gotta go to school to just take care of business. You really shouldn't be getting into fights for real.
But we all had that time where a fight was unavoidable.
We
had that time where it was
you get
no matter what I do, he gonna keep fucking with me till I do something.
You get into a fight, and you get into a fight with your principal. It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot at that point. All right, I understand you get into a fight with somebody at school, but damn, now you done escalated it and fought the principal too, and beat her. He continued to hit her while she was on the ground.
So
That's taking it too far. What you got?
are they saying they like purposely, like once they knew it was the principal and they just continued, or like,
Yes.
or did she just
Yeah.
get caught in the mayhem? Like,
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I
'cause
think it's a
sometimes-
bit
like,
of
she
the
got-
two. I think she got
Yeah.
caught in the mayhem, and also they knew it. Come on, man. It was a
Because
little,
when you
it's
fighting,
a
you
little-
black out. Like you just
Yeah.
probably just swinging on whatever. Or was she like the principal targeted?
Is there a way we can look at the video real quick?
I haven't got a chance to see it.
I just heard about it.
I seen it for like one time, but I didn't get a chance to really analyze the video like that. But I will try to find it while you guys continue the conversation. Let's see if we can find it.
So, but like you said that, you know, if it was your child and it was noticeable bruises on there, how would you feel about that, even though your child was engaged in a fight?
When it come to my baby, I don't care if she right or wrong. I'm riding for her, and that's just what it is. When my baby come home with bruises, I'm going crazy. I'm losing my mind. So it's just that.
So I mean, so we can do
My baby. I mean, it's my baby.
So okay. When you grew up, were there people in your neighborhood that could correct you?
Yes, but what you say? What you mean by correct?
Not give you a whooping per se, but be you know like the term like a village to raise a child. Did you grow up in that kind of thing?
Had neighbors like that all the time. Yeah.
So do you think that the village will work nowadays, or it should be implemented? Because it seems like you can't correct other people's children.
Yeah, it's just levels to it, I guess. Definitely, like if I see a child out, I don't know. It's a different day and age we in now. But I always want to tell the kids the right way. I wouldn't cuss them out or degrade them or nothing. But I would definitely, if I see a child doing something wrong, I would
Busting out a car window.
I'm like, now you ain't got a business doing that. Take your butt home or something. But
And
I
they
wouldn't
like, fuck
get
you,
out. And
fuck you.
I just drive away.
Resolution.
Like,
Just
whatever.
drive away. There you go. Like, I had to drive away by the fucking
But it
body.
bust
Or
Right,
they
no,
bust my
like,
shit or I
it's
have
crazy
to.
nowadays.
Right.
No.
Shit.
But I mean, I want to also pose the notion: is it because we don't have that structure anymore?
I think so, yeah, because back in the day it was a lot of structure.
Yeah.
People didn't play that, so
both of my neighbors done whooped my ass before.
yeah.
Like growing up. Like I was wilding out outside, and they called me before my mom got off work. My mom already gave strict instructions. You know what I'm saying? Like no hits to the face, but you can whoop his ass.
Yeah. It's all love, and your mom knew who to trust to do that though. She wouldn't let just anybody do that.
I think that's the point. It's probably different because now we're kind of more secular of a people where we don't really include people into our circles enough to reprimand our children.
Yeah.
Right. So so besides your riots at Dunbar, what are some of your great takeaways from high school?
I just love high school. I think high school is the best time, like one of the best moments growing up. You meet so many amazing people that you would know your whole life, and you learn things.
Bunch of losers too.
Well, yeah. Yeah. But
I'm just being silly. I was gonna say losers on the podcast. So what is one of your fondest memories from high school besides the riot?
I would say like prom. Like it was so fun. Yes, our prom was lit. I loved our prom. It was.
Who'd you go with?
My homegirls. I didn't have a date.
What?
Yep, I didn't have a date.
Was that by choice or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely by choice. Yeah.
For sure.
Yep, I went with my friends, and it was 3 of us, and we had a good time.
So, did they have dates or they was by themselves?
We was each other's date.
That
like,
is
we all
lit.
went. Yeah,
That's
we just
lit,
all
though.
went. Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, what did you wear to the prom?
I wear like this cute turquoise dress and a little side ponytail, some curls.
So, were you doing volleyball in high school or?
Yes, I did volleyball all the way up to my sophomore year.
Any reason why you stopped?
I started getting into trouble and doing stuff. I got expelled.
How so? And what'd you get expelled for?
Just fighting and stuff.
Oh, so you was out there whooping ass.
I got into an altercation and I got expelled. So I had to go to Longfellow for like 6 months.
Before we go there, what was it like getting expelled and having to face your parents after you knew that you were not going back to school? What was it like?
Well, let me take it back. I didn't get expelled. I went to the alternative school to prevent me from being expelled.
Okay.
So I had to go there for 6 months, then they let me back at Dunbar. So I
Okay.
didn't actually get expelled. But since that had happened, I couldn't play volleyball anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the end of that.
So, like, how was your parents when you got in
They
trouble?
were very disappointed. They were, they always instilled school in me. They just wanted the best for me, honestly. But they still love me, and just I got myself together, so, and finished school. I did graduate, so.
And with you actually, like, loving going to high school, what was it like to be reprimanded by sent to a whole different school, and what was that transition like at Longfellow?
It sucked because it was just like 5 people in each classroom. And it was like elementary.
How do you feel like you was in a slow class?
Pretty much. It was elementary to high school in one building, so yeah.
Wow.
That explains it. It was
Wow.
horrible. It really was. But I made it through.
Right. So when you finally come back to school, is it like everybody like, man, where you been at? Or
Yeah.
everybody pretty much knew? what
Yeah, they
was
pretty much knew that I got expelled or whatever, but it was still all love when I got back. Just got myself together.
So you finally graduate.
Mm-hmm.
Your parents are happy at this point because like, man, she kind of been messing up a little bit.
Yeah.
What is your next step after high school? Are you already working during this time?
Oh yeah, I was working while I was in school. McDonald's was like my first like real job on Hoover and Gettysburg. Like when they first opened, yep, I was one of the very first employees. So
What?
I loved it there. I think that kind of working kind of helped me get myself together too. Gave me some structure. So, but yeah,
And then you spoke about the clink clink.
yeah, that was.
What was that
Crazy.
situation that ultimately led to you being arrested?
Well, when I was rebellious, I was a booster or whatever, and I got caught shoplifting.
A shout out to the boosters, by the way, too. I mean, ain't nobody gonna give y'all a shout out but me, but I'm gonna give y'all a shout out. Shout out to the boosters, man. We love y'all.
Yeah, I got caught, and it really just should have been a simple petty theft, but I kind of like attacked the security guard, and they charged me with robbery.
Oh wow!
Because they said anytime you committed theft and caused harm, it's a robbery.
What?
Yeah, so
I just saw so many different loopholes. It was one guy who actually got arrested for robbery, but technically you can't be arrested for robbery if you never leave the store. So he ended up like getting off with like a technicality of that. But
well, if I wish I would have knew, they knew that I was young and I didn't know anything.
yeah, if you don't leave the store, then they can't even charge you with robbery. If you just like if you, I'm not saying this to help scammers, but scammers, listen. If you are ever in a situation, do not leave the store. If you know you caught, stay there, bro.
Yeah, I
Because
agree.
you only gonna escalate the situation. I'm not telling y'all be bad. Sell stock's not dope. But I ain't tell you don't steal because I like the half off.
Yeah, you're right though. You're right. Yep.
Look at Sven, like, what did this show become? Right?
Man.
So, I mean, of course, we're only saying this now because we're going to highlight what she's done great afterwards.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
So you got to see where they progress. Shout out to the
Yes.
scammers. So like, what is it like during this time? Because I mean, like you just graduated. So I mean, you kind of done messed up a little bit in school. You graduate, they're proud of you. Boom, you get called boosting. What is that
'cause
like?
It was like after I graduated, I had my freedom, so I was just out here like doing what I wanted to do. I had my own place in the Barringtons, like
the Barringtons, legendary Barringtons.
Yes, legendary Barringtons.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was just out here just wilding out for real, honestly. Just stupid, honestly, but they were disappointed in me. I felt bad. I think I stressed them out a lot when I was in there. You know, a lot of things happened while I was in there that I wish I was out.
How long did you do?
They gave me 2 years.
2 years?
Yes.
Wow.
They gave me 2 years.
What was that first day like? And
It was so, it didn't seem real. You know, I was like, oh my God, I'm about to be here for 2 years. Like, what am I going to do? Like, I didn't know what to do. But I'm like, man, I'm not going to make it out of here.
did you make any friends while you were in there?
Oh, definitely. I met some of the...
Who are some of those people?
It's a list of a lot of people. My homegirl, Sonara Howard, she used to stay in Cleveland, and she turned her life around. Now she's in South Carolina. She got multiple businesses.
Ballin'.
Yeah.
What's her name?
Sonara Howard.
Sonara Howard. Okay.
Yes.
Shout out to you.
Let me think. Who else was my homie in there? I met a young girl named Fashion.
Mm-hmm.
She was cool. Sherry. Can't really remember last names now. It's been so long. But I met a lot of cool people in there, down to earth. People that just made simple mistakes like me and just got caught up.
Yeah.
But everybody pretty much that I keep in contact with now has got out and turned their life completely around. And
That's a hell of a charge for them to give you 2 fucking years for that.
yeah, and see what they did was like looked at my whole like previous record. Like I never had any felonies, but I did have a couple misdemeanors, like assault charges.
Yeah.
From like fighting and stuff. So they made it seem like I was just this super violent offender.
Career, yeah.
So, and I was young. I didn't know the law. I didn't know that it was a lot of things that I could have beat. It could have really just been a petty theft and a misdemeanor, but. You know, when you're black and you're young and don't know nothing, they can just do whatever to you. So
representation is very, very important.
Yeah.
Representation is very, very important. I've literally been there behind. Literally, like before I got sentenced, I'm sitting there in court and I see Uloho.
Mm-hmm.
He's right behind this one kid. It was his first time messing up. I'll never forget this. I remember like it was yesterday. The kid in front of him got ILC, which is in lieu of conviction. So that is like if you meet every criteria that the court say for you, they'll seal your record and you start back over again, right? Right before him, for the same charge, a gun charge, he gets ILC. Greg Uloho, I don't think it was Greg Uloho, it was one of Ulohos. They end up getting like years off of this. It's literally the very next case, gun charge, ILC, with a kid go home. Him next, he go to prison. So representation is very, very important, and please make sure you guys contact Attorney Michael Wright. Make the right choice.
Man, real shit.
Yeah. And one thing that I always took away from my stint was people that never are coming home. Like people who really had like a messed up, you know what I'm saying? Like one bad day literally are the rest of their years.
Yes,
like my dude
definitely.
Emery, shout out to Emery, man. Like that's one of the saddest things ever. He literally was off his medicine one day and he's in jail for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
Is there somebody that you saw during this time that that was like life?
Mm-hmm. I met a lot of young women in there who's just never gonna see the outside. It's so sad. And like you said, it just all boils down to just one wrong decision, you know. And yeah, I've seen some stuff in there. I'm not gonna lie.
All right. I mean, you want to tell us one crazy prison story?
I can tell you a couple of them.
All right, from the top of the list, let's go.
I didn't see some stuff. I didn't seen a girl get her forehead bit off. Like,
wait, you ain't gonna just gloss over this forehead biting story.
Damn.
Ooh, it was bad.
Wait. So it was a fight started out, or was
They
it?
was fighting, and the girl was getting the best out of her. I'm not gonna lie. She was whooping her, and then like. I don't know how it happened, but the other girl got a hold of her and just bit a whole chunk out of her forehead.
Wow.
It's not funny, don't laugh.
Damn.
That is kind of funny. Somebody taking a bite out somebody's apple.
But
That's what I did there.
the sickest part is like when they was taking her to the hole or whatever, and somebody asked her like, "Dang, what happened?" She like, "I decided to have a snack."
That is crazy.
Yeah, I'm like, whoa, these people are crazy in here. But
Hey.
yeah, I've seen people, you know,
Now
set up.
wait. Now imagine your first day coming home from prison, and the first picture you see somebody like they a snack. Like, yeah, you go in prison, your ass will be cookies.
Or when you come home from prison, you got a big ass
Yeah.
part of your
It
forehead
is,
missing,
too.
and your family sees that. They say,
Yeah.
damn.
Cause I'm her friend on Facebook too,
Oh.
and she still got it.
Damn.
Bless her heart, she still has that scar on her forehead. She was a sweetheart too, but
Hashtag snack.
Man, don't swear.
Nah, I'm just snack. If you ever see this shit, I'm not.
Man,
I don't want
where
no
is your
problem.
card at?
I don't.
Get your card out
I'm just
right now.
playing.
You better play it.
I'm just
You better
playing.
play it right now.
I just playing snack.
I'm just playing.
Right.
Okay, so like that's one story, right? Okay, so we're trading stories. I literally last time I went, I said I go all the time.
Damn. Last time I went,
I saw somebody, no bullshit. I seen somebody get their ass whipped over a church sermon. All right, so look, so when they have like lockdown or whatever, right? Everybody gotta go to their room, but they'll let you out your room if you go into like this little night like preacher service. So you have people in there that are like Muslim down there just to kick it, because sometimes like the guards be watching the game, so we can like act like we were praying, but we watching the game, like you know what I'm saying? And especially like Laker games is like later in the day, so you're gonna miss the game at like that time. So while they're doing this church service, one of the porters got into it with this dude. So they go upstairs, and literally while this dude down there preaching, I heard somebody up there screaming, he getting his ass whooped in the cell. I seen somebody get their ass whooped over a church service, man.
Wow. Yeah. Tensions be high in there. Yeah, that's what you.
Did you have a situation where you got into a fight?
Not with the inmates, but with the guards.
Oh.
Yes, I had no problems with none of the inmates. I had.
You got a problem with authority a little bit?
In there, I did, because it was just like, they treat you like slum, like especially women. I don't know how they did the men.
Oh, worse.
Okay, well, women, like, because we were in Marysville, so
look at
it was horrible. Like, they were really degrading, like, talk to you any type of way, and I'm like, I don't have life in here. You're not about to talk to me like that. Like, you know, I'm getting out. So, yeah, it was bad, but I did have a few.
What's another crazy story? You said a couple, so you owe us one more. So we're talking about apple
I would tell you one that's. Oh my goodness. Okay, I can tell you one, but it's kind of, I don't know if I should say it online. Like, it's kind of.
Guys, you watching this interview, it's about to get graphic. Graphic content alert.
It traumatized me. It did. I never seen nothing like it in my life. In prison, it was a lot of like gay, you know, women, like they would just, everybody was basically in relationships or messing with each other in there. And one time in the middle of the night, we just heard the guard like screaming like, oh hell no, what, get out of there. I'm like, what's going on? So everybody look up, and we look over to the bathroom, and we seen one girl come out in cuffs. She laughing and stuff, and then like the other girl come out, and she has blood all on her face. So apparently she was giving her head while she was on her period. Yeah. I told you guys it was graphic. I tried to warn you. But that's something that...
Put the camera on Sven's face. Put the camera on Sven.
I tried to tell you. It was horrible.
Sven couldn't take that. I wish
you
could put the camera face.
Yeah, it was bad. I mean, it just literally looked like she just took her face and dipped it in paint. It was horrible.
Her
like,
face in paint.
I never seen like some of the stuff that went on in there. You would think I'm lying because it's just unbelievable. Unbelievable.
That's one way of getting your red wings.
That's bad. And the guard said, "Oh hell no."
Okay, so who are some of the people that held? Don't look me in my face like.
Oh.
Who are some people who held you down during the time like you was locked up?
Definitely my parents. They were there. Family, friends. I really had a good support system. Like, I know a lot of people don't, but I had people that really supported me when I was locked up. You know, helped me get through my time and stuff. And
how vital was, you know, the letters, the visits, the calls?
I mean, that was like gold in there. You know, like, cause you don't have nothing, so you depend on people from the outs to, like, you know.
The outs, yeah, you know you done did it. I know the lingo. All right, so eventually, you know what I'm saying, you get out of the system. The days, the weeks leading up to it are just, you know, slow, and then you finally get released. Who's there to pick you up when you get out?
My daddy.
Dad, word.
My daddy.
Shout
God
out to
rest his
Pops.
soul. Yes, my daddy.
Papa
yes.
love.
Oh, man,
He was there.
What is your plan once you come home?
So my plan was to get a good job and work and get my life together. But when you're a felon, you get denied time after time. So I don't know, like, what was the point of doing my time if y'all gonna let me come out and I can't make a living? That's another thing that I was trying to tell you what got me into hustling so hard, because I would, like, the only jobs that people were trying to offer me were like $8.
Yes.
You know, horrible. And I'm like, okay. So I was working like 3 jobs at a time just to make a nice, decent living. I just got tired of it because I'm just like, okay, I could just work for myself, be my own boss. I got tired of. I mean, I would go to interviews and ace them. You know, I mean, oh, we want you. Yes, I'm qualified, but then when they run a background check. So yeah, it was very depressing because it's like I'm really trying to come out and do the right thing.
Yes.
You know, like, but they just, I don't know what it is about ex-convicts or whatever. They act like we useless to society.
And to me, I always felt like, first of all, like, they get a check for them hiring a felon, right?
Now they do, but not back then.
Yeah.
This was back in 2009. This was a long time ago. But.
So, like, with that dynamic, and I also think, like, if you have somebody who's going to appreciate the job more, like, for instance, if you got somebody fresh out of high school, they don't have any skin in the game, they got nothing to lose. If Walmart make them pissed off, they just go to them work at Kmart, right? Well, you got a felon who's like, okay, well, I'm trying to work here in order to build and sustain myself. There really is no, like, justification for you doing time. Really,
it's not.
like, why are you doing time? You come home and you still have to deal with it.
Exactly.
So
when
go ahead.
just asking you guys,
wait, Smith, really? I'm just like, go ahead.
No, I'm just asking,
Go ahead,
and
Smith.
this goes for a felon too. Felons, this question is for all my felons out there. If you a felon or you a boss, okay?
Yeah.
And
Both.
And okay, somebody comes to apply for a job for you, and one person that's coming, they don't got a felony, and let's say they've been to college or they graduated and they're doing good. The other person come to you and they say, "Yes, I work somewhere.
I want to work for you.
I want to work somewhere, and I got a couple of robberies on me. You know, which person would you hire first?"
I mean, I think that's a loaded question.
It is.
What? That's a loaded question. This is a simple question.
No,
it's a simple question.
Man, always try to paint me in a corner.
Two people come to you. One say, "I've robbed a couple of places. Hire me." The other person say, "Man, can you just give me a job? I'm working. Me and my wife, you know, I'm married and shit, and I'm just trying to take care of my 2 kids and my family." Which one?
I think you judge off the merit of the person. I mean,
both of them got the same experience.
But I just don't understand why that's even a question that's coming up, like a job. Like, why do they ask people that? Like, I would see if it was like a sex offender want to work or kids or something.
That is a point.
But or if you did have robbery in a record, I'll see a bank not want you.
Yeah.
Or something like that. But everything else, like, dang.
Yeah, if it don't work at Sherwin-Williams.
I think there is a certain...
I'm not about to rob Sherwin-Williams, man. Like, ain't about to take this paint home. I'll steal this paint and go home.
Well, niggas will rob any fucking thing. People will rob anything.
Stuff, it ain't got caught either.
They sure do.
The people that you think is model citizens be having people chained up in the basement.
For real? Yeah. Wait. That is a good point.
I'm just saying, like...
Wait, so we pose the notion of this, right? There are criminals and people who ain't been caught yet. That's what all people.
Yes.
Yeah.
So to judge somebody based on you ain't got caught yet, it's kind of...
Yeah, pretty much.
But what would you do?
Me personally, I mean...
More likely. We just going on a scale of 1 to 10.
More likely would I hire somebody with the same exact experience and they don't have the baggage of that, than I would choose a person without the record.
Tay?
It depends what the record is.
Yeah, a couple robberies.
I think like when I think when they do background checks.
Couple robberies.
Man.
I think when they do background checks, though, they should like let the people see the whole case and not just what they got charged of. Because like me, I got charged of robbery, but I ain't robbed nothing. It was just petty theft.
Let me talk to everybody out there right now. I'm going to tell you something. Okay, I have job listings on Indeed right now. And what I do is, before I even call anybody back, I will go and I will screen this person. I'll go and look at their Facebook, look at their social media, see if this is the type of person that I trust to have around my money, my family, my business, and my customers. Yeah. And if they don't seem like a good thing for me, I'm not fucking with it. And I owe that to the customers. I owe that to the safety of my business, and everybody owes that shit to the safety of their business. It's a fact. So what I want to tell everybody right now is this. Although we think about shit being fair and all of that, man, this is real life. And do not put yourself in no fucked up position. We all make fucked up choices. If you're going to hustle, do not get fucking caught. Because if you do, you're going to deal with that shit for the rest of your life. Now, I could fuck around and tell you some easy shit that might sound sweet. That any nigga should give another nigga a job. But if two people come forth and one person haven't been doing a bunch of bad shit in their life, it's a safer play for me to deal with that person. Right. Because it's not always about when you have to hire somebody, but when you have to fire this motherfucker and he's ready to kill.
But all right, so wait. That's a good point, but wait. So let's talk about things that we find, like for instance, like a side of the robbery charge. Let's say it was a reformed drug dealer. And you want him to sell shirts for you. Wouldn't that make sense to hire someone who has sales experience?
A drug dealer is different than a robber.
Okay.
It's not the same thing.
I agree.
And let me say this too. Like most of the people, I ain't gonna say most of the people, but throughout my years of having this business, I've had plenty of people with felonies come and work for me. I've had people come and work for me that's on work release programs, but I know them. That's the difference. My bros that come home from prison, they work for me. Like, or work with me. I mean, look, you. I work with you right now.
I'm not letting you get that off. I'm not letting you get that off. See this?
All my family though, man, that has went to prison and shit like that, when they come home from prison, of course they come and we get them up. But if you don't know somebody and have a chance to kind of like know that what they went through was just like one unfortunate mistake or one bad choice they make, it's hard for you to just be like, come on through, unless it's a type of job where
it's dependent on
you might need that toughness, man, at some places. You know what I'm saying?
Like a security guard, he should be able to
all day.
He got assault charges on him. He goes to the front of the list.
Man, you want somebody like that. You want somebody like that on your team, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely jobs for everybody. But let me say this one last point too. By that same measurement, where I say when you get out of jail and nobody will hire you, I do believe that is the Most High calling you to be your own boss and start your own business. We all should have our own businesses anyway. And so instead of you going to ask somebody for a job, you be that person who can give someone else a job by just building your own business. So if you got a felony, you might have fucked up at working for somebody, but that is your invitation to work for yourself, man, and take it seriously.
Like the term sole proprietorship is actually from the sole of your feet. You are already inherently a business yourself.
Yes, you are.
You're sold.
And you can do it too. You definitely can do it.
Absolutely.
So you know what I'm saying? Take the invitation and the
you about
opportunity
to, find out how
to start your own stuff.
You about to find out how she did it,
Man,
right?
let's get to it.
So let's get to the mastermind. All right. So like you come home, you got noticeable little licks on you from you going through life and that. What is your very next step? What is the very first thing you venture off into?
I start doing lashes.
Okay.
Yep, I started doing brows and lashes. I got into stocks and crypto. Yes, I got into that, and that kind of helped me with my capital to get a lot of my things for my business started. Then I start making.
What cryptos did you get?
I got Dogecoin, got Litecoin, I got XRP, I have some Ethereum Classic, I have some Bitcoin, I have
That's what's up, man. I love
I have
a little bit of that V-Chain game.
What's it? Shiba Inu. I got a lot. Like I just was just getting a lot of penny.
To the fucking
I
floor,
was getting
man.
a lot. When Dogecoin had did a little spike, I had got in when they was not even a cent. And I was able to get I think I put like $4 in.
Wow.
And I had got like $1,500 for like $4.
What was that first feeling to hit? Because we all done hit in the market, whether it's stock or what was like the hit on the very first time? You like, boom.
Yep. I was like, okay. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to let it sit. I ain't going to touch it yet. And then it just kept rising. So I took like $500 out. But then it went back up. Like, it was like, it wasn't a loss. Like, it was like the 500 got right back. Then I just put money in it. Every time I get a couple extra dollars, I just throw it in the crypto or the stocks or whatever. And it just started growing from there.
What helped you get through? Because I'm always interested
That's really cool.
I'm always interested to see how people break through that first barrier. Because you know I help people get started when they come to investing. What was the thing that got the it's a scam chatter out your ear? Oh, you're gonna lose your money. Oh, that's gambling. What was the thing, like the single most thing that made you see success for yourself in it?
Well, to be honest, I was in like a lot of groups on Facebook, like crypto groups, and then I just was researching a lot and just watching a lot of videos and doing a lot of reading. I was doing Forex too.
Okay.
Like, that was kind of like the first one, the currency exchange. I was doing that before I got into crypto and stuff.
Yeah.
But I just be teaching myself. I just feel like it's nothing out here you can't learn. You just gotta learn it. You know, it's nothing you can't do. You just gotta learn it. And once I got the hang of it, I'm like, okay. But it was people that will try to scam you though.
Yeah. Oh, what?
In the game, like they
What?
will try to scam you, but I just took a chance. I'm like, you never know till you try.
And by the way, nobody on Instagram is no expert. They're gonna give you no. Listen, nobody, even the seasoned investor, can give you a guaranteed payout. If you ever see something that say a guaranteed payout, scam, and people that do this aren't going to reach out to you. If I found a good